Hi, my name is Tina Detloff. I'm the Director of Client Relations for the Surrogacy Experience. It is my absolute pleasure to introduce 7 amazing women who are about to share with you their personal surrogacy journey, and also to answer any questions for those who are thinking about becoming a gestational surrogate. These aren't paid actors. We did not have a big production shoot. Rather, these are women who took the time in their homes to answer these questions in order to help pay it forward. As a 2 time gestational carrier, I know all the questions that may arise when you're thinking about doing this amazing thing. And I'm so proud to have worked with all these women, and equally as proud that they decided to help and share the message. Thank you and enjoy.
I wanted to become a gestational carrier because I saw a lot of things happening in the world, a lot of bad things, and I wanted to be one of those good things. I wanted to show my daughters that there was good people in the world and good things in the world, and I wanted to give them someone to look up to. And I know someday they'll be really proud of me.
I had thought about it for years, and I went to a sermon one Sunday, and it was about following your purpose. And it just touched my heart. And I really was excited about, finding out more information on how to be a surrogate and what it all entailed. So I started that evening. I came home and just found the website for the Surrogacy Experience and went from there.
I became a gestational carrier after my youngest son was born. My husband and I had decided that we were finished growing our family, but I knew about surrogacy, and the more that I thought about surrogacy, it just kind of laid on my heart, and I felt like I needed to look into it more. The more that I did, the more that I just felt confident that I could do this and that I wanted to do this. Um, so then when I came upon the surrogacy experience in my research, I spoke to Tina and felt like I was in the right place, um, and decided to move forward.
What surprised me most about the journey was how supportive even total strangers were. I thought that I was going to kind of be frowned on and it was going to be, oh, all about money, which I did get those comments every once in a while, but the outpouring of love and support was way far beyond what I imagined it would have been.
What surprised me the most about our journey was twins. Another thing that surprised me the most is how much I was actually going to learn from this. I learned a lot. I learned not to take things for granted. I learned what it felt like to have a miscarriage. I learned what it felt like to want to be pregnant so bad. Obviously, it wasn't for myself, but for someone else. But I understood the struggles of those that have fertility problems, and I was able to kind of feel their pain in a way. And I didn't expect to feel that or to learn from that. And I think that that really made a difference in my life, and especially with this journey.
I was surprised at how great of a connection that we formed with our attended parents. We became very close over the course of the journey and becoming pregnant and the struggles. We've gotten to know them very well and we still stay in contact, which means a lot to us.
My family was amazing during this journey. I certainly had my fair share of people that were concerned or had their doubts or were even against me doing it in the beginning, but after there was a lot of education and there was a lot of discussions, and I was very firm in my belief that I wanted to do this. And now we're all one big happy family. My parents send gifts to my surrogate son, and we're all become very close. So it's been wonderful.
When I told my husband that I wanted to be a surrogate, he thought I was nuts. And then he kind of came around when Tina came to my house with her husband, and he got to meet them and realized they were normal people who do this. Mia was too young to. She was too young to even know what was going on the first time. The second time, she actually got to meet my sorrow baby and take some pictures, and we keep in touch.
don't be scared. Just do it. Just go out there and follow your dreams and your passion and your purpose. I think when I think back about it, for a couple of years, I was really scared, and I just said, I'm just going to jump in with both feet and see where it takes me. And yeah, I was excited about it.
My advice to women who are also thinking about being gestational carriers is to do your research, make sure that you're going with an agency that is going to support you, give you all the information that you ask for, and makes you feel like you're cared for. And the Surrogacy Experience did that for me. So I didn't really look any further because the first ones I looked into just made me feel like a number.
To slow down and make sure that you're matching with couples that that you feel a connection with, and that have the same expectations and the same beliefs on all the big issues, so that you guys can all have a really good journey.
I actually keep in touch with my first intended parents, mostly through Facebook and text messages. And with my second intended parents, we're actually trying again. So I talk to them a little bit more.
We still talk to our IPs every week since the babies have been born. I get pictures all the time, and we send pictures, back and forth. And we're actually planning a visit out this fall to go visit them, and we can't wait.
The feeling when I finally got to see my intended parents with their daughters was amazing. I don't really think there are many words to describe it. It was the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. It was a long time coming, and it felt so good to finally see them together. And I can never get that image out of my head. It was amazing.
What role did the Surrogacy Experience play in your journey? They did everything from start to finish. They were very helpful. If I had a question, I could text or email somebody, and they would immediately get back to me. I never worried about anything. I think anytime I had a worry or something that I thought was going to come up, I would email them, and somebody would call me back immediately. Even afterwards, after the babies were born, I would had a billing issue, and I could immediately send them the transaction, and they would, immediately get back to me and let me know how to handle that. And it was always so simple to handle, thankfully.
The Surrogacy Experience played a major role in this whole journey, for matching me with the most perfect man and woman I could ever imagine. I was so blessed and so lucky to be matched with who I was matched with. And having Tina come and visit and be able to share the side of being a surrogate and the medications. She's been there, she's done that. I really can't thank her enough for all the support she gave and all the wisdom and encouragement.
The Surrogacy Experience, they do everything. They do everything. From matching you with your perfect IPs to really walking you through the process, helping you with your medications and calendars. I mean, they just did everything and made me feel very safe and secure, and like I was supported through the entire thing. I mean, Tina just keeps up with emails and, is there for questions. And really just having that agency gave me all the confidence in the world that I had made the right decision. And I just could not say enough about the Surrogacy Experience and the people there. And I actually did sign with another agency before and wasn't treated very well. So I backed off of surrogacy for a year. I was afraid of it. I thought, this is not something I want to do. But because it kept gnawing at me, and I really thought I really wanted to be a gestational carrier, I reached out one more time to the Surrogacy Experience and found that that was where I belonged.
would I become a gestational surrogate again? Yes. And I keep asking my intended parents when they're going to decide on another. But their hands are pretty full with twin girls that are 2.5, so I can understand them not being quite so ready yet. As for caring for another couple, I don't think I can. Our relationship is so close. I really can't even describe it, that I just don't know if I could ever get that same relationship with another set of intended parents. I'm sure I could, but I'm really not wanting to stray from them. They're my family.
I get asked a lot if I'm going to do it again. And the first time I said no. And then, of course, very soon after, we did it again. So if people ask me if I'm going to do it again, they don't believe me if I say no. So I am planning on doing it again. I'm really hoping to do it again. We have tried 3 times and have had chemical pregnancies all 3 times. So we're going to do a different route and do a new egg donor and a fresh cycle, and I'm really hoping it's going to take this time. Positive thoughts.
We have thrown around the idea of doing it again, and we would do it again. We would love to help another family have what we have with our kids in a heartbeat.
My most memorable comment was when my daughter and I were out shopping one day, and I was obviously pregnant, and a woman bent down to my daughter and said, "Are you so excited to be a big sister?" And my little girl said, "No, I'm not. This isn't my baby. This is somebody else's baby, and we're sending it away when we're all done." The woman's face dropped. She looked at me like I was a terrible person and walked away.
How could you give your baby away? Comments. And I always tried to look at those as an opportunity for education, and explain that I'm not giving my baby away, I'm giving their baby back.
Unforgettable, for sure.
The one word that I would use to describe surrogacy would be love.
Describe surrogacy in one word. Sorry, I can't answer that question. There's no one word that could ever describe what this experience has meant to me. Not a word I can think of. Not a lot of words I can think of.
Life after surrogacy has been just about the same as it was before I was a surrogate. I did get back with my ex-husband after it all. That's the only difference, really. I think we saw how important family and togetherness was, and how to look past anything that had happened before and to unite again. And I think I'm a more open person, a more emotional person than I was before. Otherwise, life is great. Being a surrogate has really opened my eyes to many things and has made me more sensitive, and I wouldn't trade my journey for anything.
Life after surrogacy is awesome. Watching everyone grow and mature in their walk with their kids, and seeing them just happy, getting pictures all the time and being able to talk to them and see what an amazing little family they've become. It's been absolutely amazing. Thank you for letting me do this.